What's up, you guys? Welcome to another video. You haven't seen me in my kitchen for the longest time, and funnily enough, I'm not making anything edible today. Today I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing to prep for postpartum. I'm currently 37 weeks. I don't know if you can see that little bump or big bump right now, and I realize now at 37 weeks that it's as important to prep for postpartum as all the other prep that we do. I have been having these thoughts. Obviously this is my first child, but I've just realized through speaking to friends who had kids and other seasoned moms that a lot of people just don't care about the postpartum thing. It's this thing that as long as the baby is healthy, then that's fine, and that's utter nonsense, because if the mom is struggling through postpartum, she's gonna have a hard time, and her baby is also going to have a hard time. So today I'm going to be prepping 5 padsicles, and I'll show you what I use and how I do it. Okay, so if you don't know what a padsicle is, it is like an ice lolly that you don't eat. You put it in the nether regions to help you cool the fire that is within. I'm laughing because I'm just imagining. I have not experienced it, but I imagine it is hectic. So it's an ice lolly basically that you make with pads. That's why it's called a padsicle, and you put it there in the early days of postpartum to help you cool down and help you deal better if you've had any tearing and such and such. So for this recipe, let's call it a recipe, but it's not. For this little recipe, I'm using 5 pads. I'm making 5 because I don't know how many I'm gonna need, and I don't want to waste the pads just because. So these are the pads that I'm using. They're from the Net. It's a new brand, and I actually found this at the Mama Magic Expo. So I will link that video in the description box. And yeah, I'm going to be making 5 of these. The nice thing about these is that they're individually packed. So I can just open it, do the thing, close it using this blue bit, and then put it in a freezer bag and store it in the freezer. And then I'm going to be using aloe vera gel. This is one that I found at Dischem. It's unscented, there's no alcohol in it, because you can imagine if there's alcohol it's going to burn. And 97% aloe vera. I got it at Dischem, like I said, for about 120 rand, 150 mils. And then I'm going to need some witch hazel. The witch hazel I'm using has rose water in it. I chose to get this one just because of the better smell. I had no idea what witch hazel was, but when I opened this and smelled it, I know exactly what witch hazel is. It smells like hospital. So yeah, I know a lot of people will use witch hazel and then do lavender oil. You can do that if you want to. I'm not going to do that because that's just not what I feel like doing. So I'm going to be using the witch hazel with rose water. I got this at Dischem. You can find one at Dischem that is just plain witch hazel, and then you can use a few drops of lavender oil. So I'm going to open one of these. These pads are like the length of my arm. It literally could, I think it just wraps up all over. And if you guys are wondering, these lead pads, I think they're the only ones, they look like this. They are the only ones in South Africa that have wings, to my knowledge. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So when I open it, I'm not going to take the whole pad off of the sleeve. I want to keep it so that I can just close it up again. So because it's quite a large pad, it's got 2 wax papers that I will remove, but I'm going to keep them because I need to stick them back on after I have put whatever I need to put onto the pad. So I'm going to start with the aloe vera gel. I need a tablespoon, or just about a tablespoon of this onto the pad. And I'm just using the back of the spoon to smear it on I'm literally just smearing it everywhere. I don't start with the witch hazel so that it doesn't absorb into the pad. Otherwise my pad won't absorb all of what's going to be coming out of me when I use it. And then I'm going to use a tablespoon of my witch hazel with rose water. And that's pretty much it. Now I have kept these little wax things, so I'm going to close my pad up. And stick the wax thing on. And then I'm going to fold it as it was folded when I first opened it. And there we go. I've got an old freezer bag and I'm gonna put my padsicles in here, and once I'm done with all of them, I'm gonna put them in the freezer, which is why I'm doing this in the kitchen, because the freezer is right behind me. So here are my 5 pads. I'm going to put them into the freezer and I will just pull one out when and if I need it. And that concludes my padsicles. What I wanted to share else with you is other things that I'm doing to prepare for postpartum. Things that I have not bought is a peri bottle. If you don't know what a peri bottle is like a squeeze bottle that you use with warm water to wash your area after using the bathroom. You don't want to use tissue because I'm sure it's going to be super sensitive down there. So you'd use a peri bottle, kind of like a bidet, if you know what I'm saying. Something else that I got are these mesh panties. I'm sure you've seen pictures of women on Instagram wearing these. I've actually not opened this, so I'm going to do that with you. This is what, in the pack there are 2, so this is what they look like. This is what they look like, and you'd be able to put a pad on there. So that, yeah, this is your panty. You put a pad on and you're good to go. I've got 6 of these. I'm sure they're gonna provide some at the hospital. If they don't, I have some for myself, and I suggest you get some for yourself too. I'm not sure why they use mesh panties and not just like normal granny panties, but I'm sure I'll find out. And that is it. So I've got my padsicles, I've got the mesh panties. I'm going to get a peri bottle. and that is it. The peri bottle and the mesh panties will sit very close to my bathroom or on the bathroom table, so that when I need it, they're there. And then obviously I will keep extra maternity pads in the bathroom for when I need to change it. And that concludes today's video. Please give this a thumbs up if you found it useful. I know a lot of you had said to me on Instagram that you don't know what a padsicle is. Now you know. If you're an expecting mommy, you can prep these ahead of time and just grab on the go. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember to share it. That's also important. Thank you once again. It feels so good to be back. Thanks for being patient with me. And if you're new here, this is what I do now, and I'll be sharing lots more on my postpartum journey as I have shared during my pregnancy journey. Cool. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.